Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a tutorial on the look I'm wearing right now. It's kind of reds and golds inspired with a nice dark lip. This is Twig from M.A.C. I don't know, it'll be in the video anyway. I suppose it's sort of a kind of Valentine's Day look. I haven't created it specifically for Valentine's Day, but I suppose that it would be Valentine's Day appropriate if you're going out, or even if you're just staying in, you'd rather play with makeup on Valentine's Day. I don't really have too much to say on this look. One thing I would like to say is thank you to all of my new subscribers. We hit 150 and I am planning on doing a giveaway, my first ever giveaway, when I hit 200 subscribers and when I hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, head over there right now. It's not all strictly makeup on Instagram. I mean, there's photos of my dog, there's photos of my cat, there's different kind of variety of things. But yeah, we're up almost at 900 I think, so yeah, head on over and follow me over there. And if you aren't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. I'm really looking forward to doing my first giveaway, but as I say, we'll save that for when we hit 200 and 1,000. Before I get too carried away and start rambling on about nothing, if you want to see how I did this look, then just keep on watching. And if you enjoy it, don't forget to thumbs this video up and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Bye! Hey guys, so I'm starting off today's look using my M.A.C paint pot in Painterly, and I'm just going to put this really thinly all over my eyelid. I love this as an eyeshadow primer. It's definitely one of the best things I've ever bought, but I just kind of put it all over, and then I'm taking the lightest shade in my Morphe 35O palette to set it all down so that every other colour will blend over it easily, I suppose. Next shade I'm picking up is this kind of really neutral shade. I just want it as a transition colour, nothing special or anything like that. Again, just to help with the blending process. Then I will pick up a slightly darker shade just to deepen up my crease a little bit. And again, more blending. It's probably boring by now, but we'll just use this and go in really lightly and build up the colour really slowly. Back in the palette again, and I'm picking up this rather scary looking orange shade. I promise it's not as extreme as it looks in the pan. If you build up the colour slowly, it really is a beautiful colour. And I'm just adding this just to add a kind of warm orangey tone before we go in with the more reddy orange, just to help with blending again. Blending. Here is the more reddy orange I was talking about, and I wanted to go for a kind of halo eye, so I'm just using this tiny little Morphe brush. I'm really not sure what these are, but I will have them all listed below. And I'm adding, well, I'm packing on quite a lot of colour to the outer corner of my eye and the inner corner of my eye, but don't worry, we'll blend that out later. See, as promised, we're picking up a slightly fluffier brush and we're just going to really diffuse the edges. I don't want to take away from the intensity of the colour at all. I just want to blend out all the edges, kind of connect them in the middle, but not have too harsh a line there, and just kind of diffuse it out. And like I say, I'm just intensifying or keeping that colour intense, and I wanted to pull it onto my lid just a little bit. It's all about tweaking, personal preference, how far you want it to come onto your lid. I really have no idea what I was doing here. I kind of just winged it. I didn't really know what I was going to put in the centre or anything like that, so I was just kind of seeing how it went as I went along. Here I'm picking up that slightly more neutral shade again and just kind of blending out the edges a little bit more. And with this peachy shade, I'm just doing the same, blending it out. I found that the other colour wasn't quite orange enough for me. And then I picked up this red, and I thought I was just going to kind of do a sparkly red in the middle. But when I put it on my eyelid, as you can probably see, it was just like the colour I used on the outer and inner corners, but it had a little bit of shimmer in it, so it didn't really stand out. So I experimented with this Makeup Geek shadow. And this is one of her foiled shadows in the shade Untamed, and I thought it did look quite nice. It was a wee bit different. I haven't really seen a look like this, or not in a long time anyway, so I kind of decided, why not? We'll go for this. Something a little bit different. And what I'm doing is just making sure that the edges are all blended together nicely. Mine does extend up quite a bit, but it's just to try and kind of give the illusion that my eyelid is bigger than it is. I probably should have blended a little more of the red up into my crease, but I did like how it turned out anyway. Here I'm just taking my LA Girl Pro Conceal and spot concealing really. I really love this concealer for spot concealing just because the brush on it is so fine at the end and you can just really get it on any little bits that you want to conceal. And just taking the very tip of my beauty blender and blending out all the edges, and then I will go over it with my translucent powder and just set that all down and in place. Here I just sneakily took my brow wiz and did my eyebrows. Do you like my little click there? I really hope that that was going to turn out. Here I'm picking up my Bourjois Matte Illusion bronzer. I think that's what it's called. It'll be listed below anyway. And just bronzing up my face. Don't mind my really janky fake tan on my neck. It's literally at its last legs. I actually showered after this and exfoliated it all off, so I am back to being pale again. But yeah, I'm just bronzing up my face. I probably should have bronzed quite a bit more just to kind of try and blend in with the fake tan that's going on my neck. But anyway, we're off track. Here I've picked up Cool Porcelain from Makeup Geek. If you watch my videos, you'll know it's my favourite, and I'm just going to contour a little bit, as much as a little bit as I can do, because I like to contour quite a lot. I get a little bit heavy-handed with it, but this contour powder from Makeup Geek is so forgiving. It is really easy to use. Did you see that? This is Madly Magenta from M.A.C. I unfortunately don't think it's available anymore. There may still be some in some stores, but this, when I seen it, I had to have it. I've had it for years. I don't use it terribly often, but in using it for this tutorial, I realised how much I love it. It's terrifying to look at in the pan, I will be honest. But if you're really light-handed with it, it gives off such a beautiful colour. I just go in with my beauty blender and I tend to dab it on the back of my hand. Be prepared, you will stain the back of your hand if you do this, but it doesn't stain your face. So I just absolutely love it. Like I say, just be quite light-handed with it. Here I'm picking up my sleek highlighter palette. I love this. You'll have seen this all over YouTube. I mix the two bottom colours together and just hit the high points of my face. I do down the bridge of my nose. I try and avoid doing the button, as I call it, of my nose, because I do have quite a button nose, but sometimes I just get it accidentally. Here I'm using Nylon from M.A.C, and I use this brush because I tend to stab myself in the eye. I am a little bit heavy-handed with everything. So this is just like a really soft duo fibre brush from Real Techniques, and I find that it limits the amount of times I stab myself in the eye anyway. Here I'm just taking all the colours, well, most of the colours that I used on the top, and running it underneath my eyes, basically going from lightest to darkest and then smoking it all out at the end just to kind of tie it all in together. And I got this in a Birchbox. This is the Marcela, it's a brown eyeliner, and I just ran this in my waterline. I didn't want to go for black because I thought black would just be too intense, and because I skipped out on the winged liner like I kind of normally do if I can, I just thought that this would add a little bit to my waterline and kind of blend it all in together. So I did like how it turned out, but I thought it could have gone on my waterline a little bit better, and it didn't stay there for very long. Here I'm just curling my lashes, and I will put on the usual, which is the Benefit They're Real Lash Primer. I put this on the bottom and the top lashes. I find this is awesome for bottom lashes. It doesn't transfer. And then this lash accelerator from Rimmel, one of my favourites as well. It's got a really nice wand for doing your lower lashes. And then I stuck the They're Real normal mascara on my top lashes, and I just really layer this on. And if they do get too clumpy, my recommendation is to get a mascara that has a thinner wand just to separate your lashes back out again, stop that kind of spider web kind of clumpy looking lash. Here I have the Gimme Brow from Benefit. This is in shade 1, and I actually think it's too light for me, so when this one runs out I'm definitely getting shade 2, I think. But yeah, I absolutely love it, and it's got the most tiniest little wand, so it's amazing for getting right in about your brows. Here I'm picking up my lip liner from M.A.C. I got this in my last haul, and it's in Spice. It is a little bit dark, but I found it sat really nicely under Twig, which is what I'm applying right now. And the very last step is just spritzing my face with Fix Plus from M.A.C, and as always I take my beauty blender and just stamp it in, if that makes any sense. I just pat it on just to make sure that it's not clinging to any of my peach fuzz, and that is it. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye!